Well, that did not go according to plan, did it? The observant amongst you will notice that I'm in a different top. And indeed, it is a different day. It's now Friday. So this is what happens when you're playing around with mic settings, you tape over a bit, and you forget to test it, and then put your GoPro away for a month. Welcome to a beautiful sunny summer's day here in Surrey and Sussex. Sussex and Surrey, whichever way round. It's a stunner. I am making my way up to Leith Hill, on my way into London to meet up with some friends. And I'm going to do the Leith Hill, White Down Lane, Box Hill Triumvirate, however you pronounce it, and get some good miles in before riding back to the south. Leith Hill done. That's a stiff little climb. So the bad thing about losing all my audio is I've completely forgotten what I was going to talk about. I do remember talking about Box Hill, which we're going to get to in 2 climbs time after White Down Lane. Now, if you've never been to this part of the world, everyone talks about Box Hill, but Box Hill is a flattering climb, let's say. It's a nice steady 5% smooth tarmac, and you feel good riding up it. Leith Hill and White Down Lane are a completely different proposition. Steep, rough roads, often wet and damp. They are tough little climbs. Now, I have not done this climb in quite some time. My memory of it is one of pain and suffering. But this was probably before the days of 1-to-1 gear ratios. So who knows? Might be a little bit easier today. Let's see. Pretty much like a wall. Well, that was pleasant. Actually, a lot more pleasant than I remember. The lockdown training has clearly been paying off. It's been a funny old season, obviously, but actually it's working out pretty good so far. I mean, obviously all the main races have been cancelled. TCR number 8, which was going to be the main goal, has been pushed back to next year, and it's, you know, strange to think that this time last year I was just getting ready for TCR number 7. But it's been an interesting exercise in training and in coaching over the summer and over the lockdown. For myself, I don't know why, but I've just struggled to get outside. But that's meant I've done a lot of stuff inside on Zwift, and I've not been killing myself, but I've just been getting a lot of really high quality training in, and as a result my power numbers are as good as they've ever been. In the last 2 weeks I've set all-time power records over 1 minute, 5 minutes and 45 minutes, which I'll take that. The key now is to get the miles in, so it's, for myself, it's been a bit of a reverse periodization kind of approach. Done a lot of work to get the FTP up and the numbers up. Now I've just got to put the miles in, get that aerobic conditioning into my legs before the next race of the season, which hopefully is going to be the ultra race Tourmalet in the Pyrenees, which I'm very much looking forward to. It's going to hurt like hell. 26,000 meters of climbing in 1,400 kilometers. Those numbers are nobody's friend, but it's going to be fun. It's a beautiful part of the world. Right, 2 climbs down out of today's trilogy. I've got the descent down Ranmore, or the backside of Ranmore Common. Nice twisty little descent, and then up Box Hill. and then into Dulwich for cake. Tea and cake and sandwiches. Yummy. Totally forgotten how hilly South London is. It's just everywhere you go, up another hill, up another hill. It's turned out to be a harder ride than I thought. Well, that's tea, cake and sandwiches done. Great to catch up with some friends, although I think next time I'm going to ask them to move to the top of the hill, not the bottom of the hill, because that was a pretty tough start to the afternoon. Quick punch up to Crystal Palace Hill, or whatever the hill's called. Anyway, it was steep, very steep, and the traffic really doesn't give you much space around here. Anyway, straight home, 50k to go, a few more hills, and it will have been a good day out on the bike. It's been a while since I've ridden in traffic and in London. I've forgotten how much fun it was. Okay, yeah, people get a little bit close, but it's still fun. Too busy talking to you lot. Missed the turn off for the underpass. To avoid the underpass. Never mind. Off it now. I used to commute in every day from Wimbledon to central London, and that was so much fun. Now, back to reverse periodization, or kind of reversing the normal flow of training. Training generally follows kind of pretty typical pattern in that people start off with base miles, build a good base, increase the intensity, and throughout the season finishing off with stuff that's very race specific or event specific. So you start general and you get more specific as you go on. Now, kind of with the lockdown, it's kind of thrown a lot of normal planning out the window, so it has been the chance to do things a little bit differently, with a big focus on intensity early in the season, around kind of March to May, where normally I'd be, to make sure I'm not going to go the wrong way, but in the last couple of years, March to May, I've put in a lot of big efforts, or sorry, a lot of long rides, building that big base level of fitness necessary for ultra racing, and then going into June, July, or end of May, start of June, building that intensity. And that's what I did last year for TCR, with my session in the Alps. A lot of intensity, but also, you know, still some distance. And then it's always the challenge is getting that balance right, because you've got to blend or get that balance right between the varying levels of intensity and the varying amounts of volume. But like I say, this year it's been a bit different. Now, I admit I got 2 good races in really early in the year, so I was still doing a lot of base miles coming into March, but kind of mid-March onwards I've had to, well, not had to, I've just been able to get some real intensity and good workouts, good intervals, build my FTP, build my power, but without doing the long rides. And now I'm wanting to get more race specific, and this is where kind of the reverse periodization comes in. There's a kind of approach that ultra racers and Ironman triathletes have tried or have worked on, where really the specific for our kind of racing is long distance. So you start with the stuff that's less relevant, your intensity, and you build towards the stuff that's more relevant, i.e. the long distance. So that's pretty much kind of how this year has gone. So it will be interesting to see how this works. I mean, I feel strong. I've done like 5-6 hours today and some pretty good power. I'm probably going to feel that distance in my legs tomorrow, but yeah, feeling strong. So it's going to be an interesting experiment, and a lot of the time that's what training and coaching is. There is no one-size-fits-all cookie cutter that you just cut and paste for everybody. Everybody's unique, everybody's different, and a lot of the time it's about you try, you look at the adaptation, and then you adjust. So here we've done some intensity. We're now gonna fit 2 months of long distance where I'm just maintaining intensity into the last 2 races of the year. It's gonna be fun. So basically I'm using myself as a guinea pig, trying this out, see what my response is, see if it works for preparing for an ultra race, and see how we can then apply it to others. Bletchingly. I think this is where they broke the Enigma code. What a beautiful day riding around the south of England. It has been stunning. Some great climbs. I think White Down Lane was definitely my favourite today. And the weather has just been fantastic. Who'd have thought we were in the UK, eh? Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, let me know below. Idiot. I'll try not to get run over. Yeah, if you like the video, if you like this kind of content, let me know. What else do you think I should go and do in the UK? Let me know. I'll try and make it to them. Right, it's time, it's Friday night. I think it's time to get home, shower, food, and a nice cold pint of beer. Lovely. See you later, everybody.